Howdy Doody mates. It's been a while. It's been a long time since I've been able to say howdy doody to you guys. Don't know where to start off with this, but you know, howdy doody, of course, and always. I'm back. What can I say? No, I am probably the worst person in the world with awkward situations, and this is kind of awkward for me. But I decided with how everything was going for school and stuff, I had enough time to come back and do some content again. And for those of you who are wondering, school is going great. I'm going to be celebrating my graduation in September, so looking forward to that. My esports scholarship and everything along the way has been phenomenal. Shout out to Coach Gabe and Kaiser University in Jacksonville. Just been up and down for a while, but you know, we're finally back, able to do content again. And of course, one of my favorite things to do for content is Draft League. So, further ado, howdy doody mates, my name is Virtual Sage Zero, and I am your coach of the KU Cross Union in the FBL. Shout out to Bishmii and Kiwi, they are the commissioners of this league. They did a phenomenal job getting everything situated for us, and this is week 1 of the FBL, and we will be playing against Alice the Ferrothorn. They are on Twitch TV, so if you guys want to go over there, give them a follow. I'll definitely be leaving a link down below. And if you guys want to keep up with the FBL content, the FBL does have an official channel. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our little team so you can see what we're working with. First of all, I have some of the new Pokemon that's one new Pokemon that came from the DLC, which is, I'm not even gonna try to say his name. It's the Poison Fairy type. Nice social defensive wall. After the leftovers, this was going to be a substitute nasty plot set. Getting into a more late game sweeper, but things don't turn out too great with that, as you guys will see later on in the video. But my team, the team I'm going against, Alice brings Vulpix Alolan, Beartick, Deoxys Speed, Landorus Therian, Zebstrika, and the Sigilai. The Terra Captains that I have brought this week are Terra Captain Murkrow and Terra Captain Rotom Fan. They brought Beartick and I believe Zebstrika are their Terra Captains. So right now the first thing I'm thinking when I see this team is I'm thinking a Vulpix lead or a Deoxys Speed lead to get up Hazards or get up that Lower Veil. So I figured going Murkrow will be my best shot. They take all the time that they need to get a read on my team. Get a read that they think is going to go. But the game does not go according to plan for them at all. With this being our first battle back, it was important for me to start off the season not only strong, but also make sure that give a reminder that I'm not a horrible battler, but in the same sentence, I will try to cook, and just like Russell Wilson, I will burn the kitchen down. So starting off, we start off with Crow the Murkrow, going against Landorus Therian, which isn't my best ideal lead, but I don't want them setting up rocks. I'm thinking about switching in, but I don't want them to have rocks. So I believe that if they're choice banned and they go rock slide and flinch, great. That's that's how we play the game. But right now I'm contemplating about just clicking taunt. Taunt would be a great way to stop any hazard setups that they want to do. I don't really have much hazard removal other than Iron Treads, and I don't want Iron Treads in front of a lot of his team. So he clicks U-turn, switching out, so taunt really did nothing, so my turn 1 basically did absolutely nothing. But it's fine. This Murkrow is more physically defensive. It does have some special defense EVs on it. But we are going to go ahead and wait for their next Pokemon. I want to say... No, it's been a week since I've had this battle. I've now just getting around to editing it. So they go out to Zebstrika. So this is one of the Terra Captains that they have. I think right here, I just go into Iron Treads, which is Penny. I thought about going into Gyarados, but then again, you know, it's very obvious that they have an Electric type move, but it's also very obvious that I will switch into my Ground type on Electric type move. This is the type of this is kind of like why I like Pokemon so much, is like you have to like try to think 3 steps ahead of your opponent, and if they happen to outsmart you, it costs you greatly. Because right here, if they had any type of Ground type move, that could have been a detriment. But seeing the Volt Switch come out, I have 1 or 2 things going through my mind. This could be a Life Orb set, or this could be a Choice Band or Choice Scarf set. So my main concern is looking at his switch-ins. Who does he have for switch-in? And can Iron Tread, do I need my Iron Treads? So right off rip, I think, yep, we click Ice Spear, predicting that they'll go Landorus. I thought, in my heart, it'd go like, if I click EQ, a Landorus switch could be detrimental. That means I'll have to waste a turn also switching my Iron Treads out. So I figure Ice Spinner is the best case scenario. But out comes the Vulpix, which was an interesting choice by my opponent. It's I believe it's still I think it's pure ice. I think it only gets the fairy typing after it evolves. But it comes in, it takes that attack very well, which I was, but I forgot this gen. Snow actually gives a 50% boost to the defense. So right here, I'm thinking, do I want to switch out and let them have the Aurora Bear for free if they have it, or do I just click Earthquake and see what happens? So obvious choice, click Earthquake, see what happens. Picking up the first kill of the season is my Iron Treads. Iron Treads getting the first kill is always a phenomenal feeling. Next out comes Beartic. Beartic is a Terra Captain as well for them. This is kind of where it kind of gets difficult because I don't know what Terra they want to go for, or what mons they have. Here I just switch into Gyarados, either predicting a fighting or a ground type move. So Intimidate comes off. Gyarados, this is a support, physical defensive Gyarados. So Gyarados was able to get out of that situation. I was tempted to click Temporal Flare, but I figured since it's going to be speed's double in snow with Slush Rush, I figured going for the Thunder Wave will be my best option. Here I realized that this is a loaded dice set. This became very problematic for me very early on. Luckily, Citrus Berry came in clutch. Citrus Berry, with the calculations, it should be able to take another 5 hits if needed. Hopefully we don't have to, and I end up missing my Thunder Wave, which was heartbreaking. Here I thought about sacking off a Mon, because I want to keep Gyarados as healthy as possible. But looking at it, Temporal Flare, clicking Temporal Flare is for free. They swap out immediately, fearing the Thunder Wave. So out comes that Strika again. Go Temporal Flare. Does a good chunk of damage. Snow stopped. At this point, I believe the Electric type move again was coming out. So made a hard switch. I was thinking about going into my Rotom Fan, just in case they decide they wanted to go for a Stomping Tantrum, try to predict the switch in, or I could go into Penny for the ground type, for electric type immunity. So out comes Penny. This set's actually I think is a max. I know it's max attack. I don't know if it's max speed or if it's. Actually, no, it's not max speed. It is actually invested enough speed to where it can outspeed the Landorus, if bulky Landorus set. So right here, I was looking at what he had left. Picking Ice Spinner is for free here. There's nothing really he really wants to switch into. So he goes on the Bear Tick, which does resist the hit, but because Bear Tick doesn't have the snow out, I kind of feel confident going for knockoff. Because at this point, I didn't want to switch out again because at this point he could easily predict me keep switching around, and I couldn't afford to switch into anything into a loaded dice Icicle Sphere. So knockoff comes off. This is when you reveal loaded dice, which is a nice set. I like this set a lot. I never really got to see what other moves that this Bear Tick was running, but this Bear Tick just relentlessly, even without the loaded dice, still hit 5 times and got a crit, which that just, you know, great times. So looking at this right now, I have to weigh my options again. Do I want to go ahead and click Earthquake, try to kill the Bear Tick, or do I simply switch out? So here I click Earthquake, getting another KO. Before anyone asks, I don't know why I wasn't running Iron Head. I don't know why I wasn't running a Steel type move. I think I just thought probably I had enough coverage on my team to cover for that, so I didn't have to run a Steel type move. I think it came down to me either doing Iron Head or Knockoff, and I figured Knockoff was more valid for me in the long run. But and this battle was kind of hard to keep the momentum on my swing, because at any point he has Pokemon that can easily just shift the battle into their favor. So here comes Zebstrika. At this point, I know I naturally outspeed Zebstrika. It just comes down to how heavily invested are they, or are they scarfed. So at this point, I'm looking at, I'm trying to remember what I have left on my team. It takes me a while to get this battle to switch. Go Gyarados. I think this is a turn I go Gyarados because I figured they're gonna either try to predict me going out into Ruby, so I can have a special defense wall, because at this point I still don't know if they're a special set or a physical set. If they're a special set, I believe that Ruby was the best option, but if they're a physical set, I would have to switch into Pyra Gyarados, just because I know an Earth either fighting or ground type move was going to come out. So High Horsepower comes out from the Zebstrika. Doesn't get affected. Pyra's not affected. So this is when I say screw it. You are your choice item at this point, because Dragapult, Ruby, and my Rotom fam have not seen battle yet, so I feel pretty confident with my position. And he has 2 Pokemon knocked out, so right now this is a 4v6 battle. Momentum is definitely in my favor. I figured clicking Temporal Flare. I had no problem clicking Temporal Flare. So out comes Landorus. Landorus, of course, being the monster it is with Intimidate. Intimidate is probably one of the best abilities, especially in singles. I believe that you're able to make a lot more use of Intimidate mons than... What was that other one? I think Intimidate's a lot better than, ability for a lot of single battles than doubles. Because doubles, Intimidate can punish you hard, but then again, there are mons like Inner Focus, Dragonite, and Inner Focus, not Inner Focus, Defiant. King Gambit, there you go. Fuck. But this battle is swinging to be in my favor. I go ahead and go for the taunt. Now again, don't want rocks up. Don't want him. He just goes for U-turn again. He clicks U-turn. I don't know if he has a rock type move on this thing. I don't know what set this thing has. It's just been keeping me. His Landorus alone has just kept me guessing because I don't know if it's a supportive build or what. Now out comes Deoxys, and this is when Deoxys coming out at this point confused me because I did not know what he was running, because usually Deoxys is your suicidal lead. So to set up, so you can set up like stealth rocks and a layer of spikes. So this so the fact that it's coming out this late in the battle was concerning to me. So at this point, I had to decide what was my best measurement to this. I think this was the part of the battle where I realized my Ruby only had 3 moves, and I could not figure out. It was supposed to be Air Slash. Air Slash was supposed to be the last move there, but because of the situation I was in, I ended up having to click Waterfall, and this guy goes for Psycho Boost, which actually gets the crit. Crit did not matter. I believe that this thing is choice specs. Yes, I believe. Yeah, it was choice specs. So at this point, I was gonna go. I think I go Penny into this because Assault Vest plus Resist. I think I live a Psycho Boost, especially since he had his special attack dropped. Don't know why I was thinking about going Yang. Yang would have got. Yang actually probably would have done a lot. Would have been alright. I think at this point I'm just like going over what I can and can't do with the battle. Pro is also a good choice pick up here again, but I don't know if this thing was choice specs or not at this point in the battle. So we got to Penny. This is why I didn't want rocks up, because at this turn, if he had rocks up at all, this would have thrown off everything I needed. So right here, I'm going to click knockoff, predicting that I can tank a Psycho Boost, because they had no good switch into this. They had Decidueye, Zebstrika, and Landorus left in the back. So he didn't have a really good switch in that wanted to take a knockoff. So knockoff comes out, Deoxys gets hit to the red, loses his choice specs. So at this point, he's no longer locked into a single move, which if it came down to Deoxys being his last Mon, it would have been a lot better for me. So and out comes back Zebstrika. This was the part that it didn't make sense to me at all. If Alice would have just stood in and okay, so it was choice scarf. Now I remember this battle. At this part of the battle, I don't know why he didn't just click a move to kill, because I don't think Zebstrika switching was necessary. I guess if he just wanted to reset the stats of Deoxys, that was fine. So now I think we're at the point where I'm trying to figure out what the moves can this thing learn. I think I just end up going into. I think I just go into Ruby and just let this thing die, because Ruby is the only Mon on my team that really, at this point in the battle, wasn't necessary. Because I still had 5 Mons alive. So if I let Ruby go in and let Ruby die, it's whatever. So we go in, let Ruby come in, and I think this I think the play after this one was my big was a make or break for me for this game, for it to go the way I wanted it to go. So at this point, I switched into Crow, predicting a Psycho Boost. So he revealed to me he had Ice Beam. He revealed to me he had Ice Beam. It would not. It was hard for me to decide what I wanted to do. I did the calculations. I would have not lived a Psycho Boost choice specs, but since it was knocked off, I had no reason to swap out because this is max special defense. He had to get a really high roll to kill Ruby, which was I think 6%. So at this point, I'm contemplating if I want to sack Penny to get a clean switch in, or do I just believe that he is going to click Psycho Boost. If he clicked Psycho Boost, this play was great. If he didn't, well, you know, it's a Murkrow. Well, what's a Murkrow going to do? Well, let me tell you what a Murkrow can do. There's 3 minutes left in the battle. At this point, when I saw 3 minutes, I knew I had advantage in Pokemon, but I also didn't want to win by time because I wanted better differential. So here I go for Foul Play. Foul Play kills Deoxys. That's 1 kill from my Murkrow. And to give you some backside onto this Murkrow was my very last pick at one point, and I am tempted to name this guy Mr. Irrelevant, Mr. Brock Doody. Landers comes out. I'm just gonna click Foul Play at this point. I have no reason not to click Foul Play. Foul Play comes out. He clicks U-turn. And with 5 HP left on this Murkrow, he goes out into the Sigilai. So 5 HP and a Dream for Murkrow. I sat here going like, well, he's probably going to click Shadow Sneak. He probably has it. He has to have it. So I click Thunder Wave. Gets para'd. Now it's paralyzed. And turn 1 para. Nice. Okay. Okay, Murkrow gets to live another turn. No Shadow Sneak. Foul Play. Super effective damage. And paralyzed again. Yeah. You know, Murkrow is just built different. What can we say? Hate the fact that it came down to para hacks for that. We have 50 seconds left in this battle. I'm feeling great. Lander doesn't outspeed me at all. So, and the Intimidate drop doesn't really matter because Foul Play uses their attack stat, not my attack stat. So, Murkrow is now 3-0 in this league. Iron Treads is 0-3. And your boy is starting off the season with a +5 differential. But shout out to Alistair Ferrothorn. Had an amazing battle. Really sorry that a lot of this stuff didn't go the way it was planned for them. They had an amazing team. It was just the positionings that I did, the stuff to get out of situations, ended up working better on my part. They could have easily predicted a lot of my switches, and that battle could have been a very much different written story. But hope you guys enjoyed. Again, is glad to be back, happy to be back, and I am looking forward to more content coming out of Draft League. If you guys haven't already, if you guys are not subscribed yet, you guys hit that subscribe button, hit the like, let me know you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know down in the comments where you think this battle could have taken a worse turn for me if I got my prediction wrong. With that being said, I'll see you guys next time, and peace.